Hello, everyone, and thank you for considering me as News Anchor of the Year for Division 2. I'm excited about this entry because this has been a banner year. In March, I was named Community Relations Manager for WECT, a new role I'm taking on in addition to my anchoring duties. My first big project, something we call Highway 6. We're actually taking our newscast on the road, broadcasting live in towns and cities in our viewing area. Our first one was this past June in the beach town of Surf City. This year, I helped organize an MLK event commemorating the 50th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination. Now, the event was especially significant in Wilmington as Dr. King was scheduled to be at this very location, Williston School in Wilmington, on the night he was shot and killed. He canceled his trip here to stay on in Memphis for a sanitation workers' strike. I wrote, produced, and anchored a 30-minute documentary educating our viewers on that little-known fact to people who weren't around during that time. I spoke with local people who remember his death like one in their family. I have continued my series of reports we call Plaid Pack that shines a spotlight on different types of cancers. The first Monday of each month, we air those. I'm particularly proud of this one about skin cancer, as so many people still dangerously believe African Americans can't get it. Bob Marley was undoubtedly the biggest star in reggae music history. His Jamaican style was known worldwide. What many of his fans didn't know was his cause of death.
If you look up the cause of death, he died from melanoma.
Despite the fact one of the most legendary musicians of all time died from it, there's an ongoing myth that black people or people of color don't get skin cancer.
People have that myth that the African Americans can't get skin cancer. They don't think it's anything. They think, oh, it's just a mole. I don't need to have it checked.
Dr. George says she uses Marley as an example.
And I use that all the time when I talk to my patients because I have a lot of African American patients. I don't need to wear sunscreen. And it's important for people to protect their skin no matter what skin color they have.
It is true that melanoma is rare in African Americans, but people of color do get skin cancer.
The most important thing that I want people to know is it is less common. It's probably 20 times more common for white people to get skin cancer than African Americans. But if an African American gets skin cancer, they're more likely to die from it.
Bob Marley's cancer was found in his toe in 1977. He died 4 years later. This year, we had another successful Friends Fans Drive, an event we hold each June to collect fans for elderly people, a franchise that bears my name. We collected close to 600 fans. In December, we also collected hundreds of bikes for local children with parents who can't afford them. I'm equally as proud of what I do off the air as what I do on the air. Obviously, though, it's what I do every weekday evening at 5, 6, and 11 that helps set us apart from our competitors, maintaining our #1 status in the market for the 36 years I've been here.
Where news comes first. This is WECT News at 6. Streaming live on WECT.com and the WECT News app.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday night. I'm John Evans.
And I'm Frances Weller. We begin tonight with a traffic alert, which has caused all sorts of issues for basically the entire day on one of the busiest roads in our area.
This is a live look at Military Cutoff Road. Part of it is shut down at this hour still after a truck drove through an intersection with a boom lifted.
Ben, how close are crews to fixing this stoplight to help traffic get back on track? Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Frances Weller. A victory for teacher assistants and school clerical staff. Today, the New Hanover County Board of Education voted to keep their paychecks consistent. Cheers after the vote. This meeting happens after 3 months of concern. A rule to fix a bus driver shortage ends up lumping all TAs and clerical staff into an hourly pay schedule. This change from salaried pay would have created financial headaches. The board's unanimous vote is exactly what teacher assistants had hoped for. It's been a great year. For 10 years going now, I was voted once again Encore's Best Newscaster for 2017. I even managed to squeeze in something I wondered if my career would ever allow me to do. I got married in December. I sincerely appreciate you considering me for Division II News Anchor of the Year.